I'll start this video with a short question. Do you really know what you want to do for the rest of your life? I mean, do you really know what is the job, the thing that would make you happy to do it every day for the rest of your life? It all started with a mean message that I got recently. Usually I don't get mean messages, but from time to time, YouTube decides that I'll recommend your video to more people, and when my videos get recommended to more people, then these kind of messages, it's natural to appear. So this message, very shortly, is something like this: why don't you get a real job? Because every Tom and Bob and Mike from YouTube thinks that he has something to say about it. And this is the topic from today, because this, in a way, initially this message made me feel bad. And the main reason for that is because I'm 41, this year I'll be 42, so I'm kind of thinking, well, if what I'm doing every day at 41 doesn't look like a real job for some people, then it may look strange. It may pose some problems. At least for me, it made me think about my life and my job as being a full-time landscape photographer. Because, initially when I think everybody's thinking like this. When you get a message like this, you have the tendency to reply. And I just wanted to say, well, I'm a full-time landscape photographer from 2009, and only a few years after that, I started doing YouTube, and I don't have that many views to make YouTube a full-time job, so not many people pay attention to what I have to say. So, but then I just realized what was the point. The truth was that, in a way, this message hurt my feelings. Even though at 41, I think I should have been able to deal with this with no problem. But I think I'm an artist, so if you're an artist, you are very sensitive, and you tend to react over the top to small things. And if this thing it's a small thing to some people, for me was a big deal when I received the message. What is a real job? Well, a job, it's something that you do every day from 9 to 5. You wake up in the morning, you go to a place, you do some things, and then you come back home in the afternoon. It doesn't matter what you do, but if at the end of the month you get a paycheck for what you do every day from 9 to 5 at a certain location, then that's a job. And you also get 1 or 2 days per week free. But very importantly, at the end of the month, you get a paycheck. And then I started to apply this template on my landscape photography job. And I realized, well, I don't go to work every day. I'm not going to sunrises or sunsets every day. There are entire months when I don't go to certain locations to scout for new places where to photograph, or to actually go in a serious photo tour, if you want. Is what I'm doing qualifies as a real job? Well, every day I'm going to my studio, and I'm lucky enough to have a studio. It came after some many years of hard work, but now I have it, and it's mine, and I'm really proud of it. So I'm just going to my studio after I take my little daughter to kindergarten, and I work. I'm editing photos, I'm creating videos, I'm struggling to create all sorts of products based on my photos and my ideas, and I try to sell them on all on so many platforms. And so in a way, I'm going to a place and I'm doing something every day. The problem comes with the paycheck at the end of the month, because this is not always the case. Well, yes, there are months when it's not going that well. For example, February was not a very good month for me. So in March, I'll have to work harder. I thought at a certain point, my plan was to make YouTube a real strong and powerful income source for me. But I guess for me, as a landscape photographer from Romania, this is the limit. I'll tell you something. I have a YouTube channel in Romanian, and sometimes, and I have only 2,400 subscribers, something like this. And sometimes I'm making more views over there than I'm making with this channel of over 30K subs. It's not a cool thing, but it's the reality. So the problem with the paycheck is something that makes landscape photography different from the concept of a real job. I had different situations when, even in real life, a person asked me, "Oh, so you're a full-time landscape photographer, and what do you do?" Well, I go out and take some photos. No, but what? And that's it. That's the whole job. That's everything that you do. And I said, yes. And in a way, the way that person asked me those things made me feel uncomfortable. And I was kind of thinking that even though I'm thinking that I'm doing something interesting and sometimes dangerous, and sometimes maybe not everyone would do what I'm doing, going through the forest in the dark or photographing in different locations, maybe that's not an important thing for the rest of the world. I mean, I'm not solving the world crisis. I'm not helping poverty. I mean, I'm not curing cancer. I'm not. If I would stop posting these videos, no one would care. It's the reality. If I would stop making photos, no one would care. I will not have 1,000 emails asking me what's wrong with me and why have I stopped. So in a way, that's the reality. I think landscape photography is a job, but it's not a crucial job. I think it all started with a passion, and at a certain point, I got good at this, and I really like it. And people started asking me about workshops and if I want to sell my photos, and I started to sell my photos. And 3 years after I started to earn a living from landscape photography, I also did my first workshop in October 2012. And from that moment, until today, I had one workshop every month. And I sell courses, and I have all sorts of products. I can make a living even in situations that are stressful, that are constraining, because I couldn't go out or I couldn't hold workshops. And I had to reinvent some of the ways I was earning a living from landscape photography. But I managed to do it. I managed to get over that year. And I'm starting a new year. I have new hopes. It's not starting very well, but at least it's starting. In a way, yes, landscape photography, it's not a real job with a real paycheck every month. But it's something that it's worth, at least for me, it's worth doing it. If you have something to say, just use the comment section below. If not, at least hit the like or dislike button if you liked or disliked this video. And until next time, keep on photographing, because it's the only way to get better. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.